Hey everybody, welcome to my 39th week pregnancy update. This is where I'm sharing with you all about my holistic lifestyle and approach to parenting and pregnancy and homemaking and homeschooling and all the things. So if you're into that, please click that subscribe button and give this video a like if you want. I would love to have you guys stick around and check out more videos. Stay with me because this baby is coming any day. It is the final countdown. This is Labor Watch 2021, and yeah, soon we will have a baby. $151, they just started to get painful a little bit. I've been having surges like Braxton Hicks since about 7, and then around 10 they got regular, but I went to bed. Woke up at 1 because they aren't feeling too great, and here we are at 150. I'm gonna try to go back to bed. I just feel really sick, like nauseous. Trying to get this day started and knock out homeschool before any more action happens. I also have to work today. So I'm just trying to keep everything at bay while being so tired. I tried my best to stay in bed last night through everything, but there was just one point when if you've ever laid down through contractions, it's the worst. It is the absolute worst, and nobody should have to lay down through contractions unless you get relief that way, but I don't get relief that way. It was horrible, so I had to get out of bed for a little while, and then as soon as I could tolerate it, I got back in bed and everything fizzled out, thankfully. But having a break this morning. I'm gonna do homeschool, gonna meet my client, knock that job out hopefully in the next 24 hours before this baby comes. This is Rouse Rising, and I am Katie. I am a mom to 4, ages 2 to 8, and I am a birth and postpartum doula. In addition to that, I vlog on YouTube, and I started this journey a while back, and I've had a lot of fun doing it, and so I've continued on, and this is just to document bits and pieces of our life, of my motherhood journey, and mainly to document some of my family's favorite recipes so that if anything ever happens to me, my family has recipes they can refer back to. So this is week 39. Somewhere in my 38th week, I thought I was going into labor. You guys saw a clip of that earlier. It was really crazy, and the fact that it got me up out of my sleep and walking around and moving, things didn't really calm down, but eventually they did. And so it was not in fact real labor, it was just my body practicing, getting in those really good strong Braxton Hicks and practice contractions. Typically my contractions aren't, or my Braxton Hicks are not painful at all. These Braxton Hicks, when they came on that night, were painful, and I could not lay down in bed through them. I had to get up and move. So I got up, moved around the house, vlogged a little bit, thinking maybe it was the night that it was going to happen, and it fizzled out. And so then I thought, well, maybe sometime this week. And so went through the rest of the week, and not a single thing happened. Nothing. No signs of labor. One thing that did start happening was my pubis symphysis pain kicked in full force, and as long as I'm careful, I can keep it at bay, but if I lay down without a pillow between my legs, or if I sit awkwardly for too long, getting up to walk is very painful. So it's taking me a little while to adjust once I get up from lying down on my side or sitting in a funny position. It takes just a little while for me to adjust to walking again. I have maintained and stayed the same weight. I am still about 159, 160 pounds. I'm right there. I'm at like the 159, and it fluctuates. It'll go 160 one day, it'll go like down to 158. So it's kind of just all over the place. I guess it depends on what I eat and how much water I retain, but I have stayed the same weight for the last few weeks. I could go 4 more weeks. There might be some more weight gain. I'm fine with it if there is. I really am trying to pack on at least 30 to 35 pounds in this pregnancy so that I can be sure I have enough fat stores to maintain my breastfeeding journey. I've never had a problem, but I do notice that when I'm nursing, which I've been nursing for pretty much 8 years straight, I don't do a lot of exercise or like strength training or anything really, because I'm afraid to burn extra calories, because I just have a hard time keeping any amount of fat on my body. So that's something that I've struggled with my whole life, just trying to, even when I raced motocross, I was eating like crazy all the time, trying to like pack on muscle, trying to pack on pounds, and I struggled doing that. I couldn't seem to gain weight. I was burning a lot of calories just with the physicality of my job when I did excavating, lots of shoveling work, that kind of thing. And then when I did environmental remediation, I was in like hazmat gear, up in crawl spaces, or down in crawl spaces and up in attics in the heat of summer. And so I definitely had a very physical, active lifestyle pre-kids, and struggled to maintain a weight that I wanted, like a heavier weight. And so it's kind of the same thing with pregnancy. I'm so active, I have so much going on, I'm doing so much every single day, I'm constantly on my feet, and for whatever reason, I don't gain a whole lot of weight, not in any of my pregnancies, although I've tried. Just, it's partially maybe genetics, but mostly my diet and what I eat, because I don't eat a lot of processed foods myself personally. So a whole foods diet for me, yes, I have snacky foods for the kids. Occasionally I will indulge in a snacky food, but for the most part, the easy stuff I save for emergencies for the kids, or for trips with the kids, when we're going to be out and about, that kind of thing. So weight has been awesome, and energy levels have been great. Some days I feel wiped out. Some days I feel like I can get a lot done. So I think on the days when I'm wiped out, it's because previous days I got a lot done. And when I go back and look at my Whoop app and see like my sleep patterns and my daily strain and the calories that I burn, and just like all the different data from my Whoop strap, it is very obvious what days that I have the energy and the sleep to get done what I need to, Just a second, honey. Hey, look, mommy's almost done, okay? You can have a sip of mommy's tea, but you need to be quiet, okay? We just eagerly anticipate and wait for labor every single day. Every twinge, I'm like, oh, is this the start of something? But since that one night when I woke up with definite discomfort and contractions where I thought, well, this could be it. I've also had labors that have started and fizzled out, especially like with my third baby. I had 3 days where I started and had labor pains and fizzled out. So I thought, like, surely something like that was going to happen, and it would have happened within a week that I would have a baby. But I have super major anxiety related to birth. And so that has been something that may hinder me mentally from going into labor. So that's something I've been dealing with. I had some really strong Braxton Hicks a little bit ago, and immediately started having like anxiety, and my hands were tingling and my arms were tingling, and I felt like just really anxious. And so that's where I'm at with that. I'm still struggling with the anxiety side of the approach to birth. And that's something I deal with in every single pregnancy. I do have rescue remedy, box flower remedy, some things like that that I take when I really start to get anxious. And I've been watching a lot of birth videos on YouTube and watching my own birth videos and just realizing that yes, it's going to be really intense. There are breaks between surges, there's breaks between contractions, and I'm gonna come through the other side, and so is this baby, intact and safe and healthy, as I have after every birth and every pregnancy. So I think the biggest part is that intensity of the baby coming through is something that I struggle with, because it's so intense, it's so transformational, it's so crazy, and every time I feel the weight of that approaching, and yeah, even it's just the intensity. It's something I can't control, and maybe that has a lot to do with it. That I know that I have no control over what my body is doing. It's kind of like vomiting. It's kind of like having explosive diarrhea. Not that I've ever had explosive diarrhea, but it's like vomiting. If you're really sick and you have the flu, or if you have nausea in first trimester of pregnancy and you're vomiting, you can't control it. There's no controlling it. There's no stopping it. The same thing with when a baby comes out. There's no controlling it. There's no stopping it. So, yeah, I need to relax. And just relax and let it happen, because it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be fine, and I'm gonna handle it really well. I've got my stuff right here. I just thought I would sit here on the floor because I didn't feel like sitting on the bed. And this is my labor area. I've got my birth pool. This stuff is usually over there. I was gonna sit on this and use this as a backrest, but then my 2-year-old came along and wanted to battle me over it, so I'm not using this. I'm just using it as an arm prop, and I'm using this as an arm prop because I feel like I need to be held up. Super kind of tired, winded, all that kind of stuff. And this belly is heavy. Baby has definitely dropped. It did pop up out of my pelvis again. Its head popped up out of my pelvis and went to the left, so baby was transverse for a few hours during a day, but I did a bunch of spinning babies maneuvers and then kind of just gently coaxed it back head down. So been head down ever since. Not to say that it's not going to pop, breech, or transverse again in the coming weeks. I have a lot of room, I guess, and flexibility in my stomach and in my tissues, and I always have with all of my babies, so they've all been able to move relatively easily, and they're not huge babies. So I don't know. Yeah, right now baby is definitely head down and ready to go, so I'm just waiting for the stars to align and for everything to happen. My red raspberry leaf tea, Nora blend with elderberries and rose hips has gotten darker, and there's a reason it's gotten darker, because I'm adding more red raspberry leaf to it. Okay, you can have a sip too. I do believe that this Nora tea is nourishing me and providing me with nutrients and vitamins and minerals that I might not be getting elsewhere in my diet. And so maybe it's going to help ease labor or make labor more productive and quicker. Maybe not. I feel like my last labors have been easy for the most part, as easy as labor can be. I've used raspberry leaf tea in all of my other pregnancies. My first one I didn't drink nearly enough, probably. So definitely recommend drinking a lot more than I did. I think I probably just drank like a cup or two a day, but now I'm drinking about 4 to 8 cups a day of the Nora tea blend, sweetened with honey. Not overly sweetened, just a touch of honey does the trick. And I make it in the half gallon, so check out that recipe. Nothing really exciting going on right now. We did drive over the mountain and we did a little bit of shopping for the kids and Aaron for golf equipment. I had spicy ramen soup and the rest of the family had sushi. Then we came home and I've been resting, and I decided I need to get a vlog out. So here we are. I'm still taking my U natural supplements. You can find those linked down below. I'm also taking evening primrose oil, and I'm just taking it orally. I'm not doing anything else with it previously. In 1 or 2 other pregnancies, I think I probably used evening primrose oil or EPR vaginally, but I'm not doing it this time. I don't really care to. I'm not that eager to go into labor, you guys. I really am not. Because I know baby's gonna come when baby's gonna come, and I'm just not gonna force it, and I don't have a deadline. I don't have any timeline like I feel like I did last pregnancy. So I feel pretty relaxed and at ease about continuing pregnancy from here forward and not trying to get anything going. Unless, of course, whenever it starts. It's gonna start, it's gonna happen. And yeah, I'm not gonna push that button. I know what I can do to make myself go into labor, and I'm not gonna do it. That's just not my thing. I know I did last time. I'm not gonna do it this time. It's just not my thing. I'd rather not force it, but I really thought that a birthday in the early 20s of this month would have been cool. Like a baby with a birth date of 2/20/21 or 2/21/21 or 2/22/21 or 2/23/21 would have been cool. But at this point, it's not going to happen. So maybe 3 March, that wouldn't work either. Nope, you can't really have too many cool days in March. 3/3/2/1. 3/3/2/1. Maybe, I think like May 4/3/2/1 would be a cool birth date. But running out of cool dates this year, and none in my birth window. So yeah. And also Team Green baby, we still know we're having, still leaning towards boy, maybe. So my intuition this whole time has said a boy. I will be shocked and amazed and surprised if it's a girl. I will be shocked, amazed, and surprised if it's a boy. We are praying for a healthy, happy, gorgeous, beautiful baby, and yeah, we're just super excited to meet this person that has existed inside of me for the better part of 9 months, and it's really cool to be here again and to be having another baby. Will I do this again? My thoughts right now are no. I feel like this is my last time. I said that with my 4th, and I think I tried to convince myself of that with the 3rd. But this time I'm feeling like this is probably definitely the last time, because I realize how anxious I am about birth, and while these little humans are totally worth it, There are things that come into play like vehicles, which Aaron really wants one of those really large Mercedes or Ford vans. They're like 12-passenger vans. Take out some of the seats in the back, then we can have all the storage to put all kinds of kids sports equipment and all that kind of stuff. We will be traveling around in 5 years, so a van like that would be good to have. However, I don't want to fill it with children. I'd rather fill it with children and sports equipment. So that's kind of the goal and the plan, is to eventually get one of those giant vans and just that be our family vehicle. And I think that that would be really cool. I don't know if I want to go to 6 or 7 kids like my mother did. I know she struggled mentally with a lot of things, and I can see myself struggling a little bit sometimes, and I don't want to put myself over the edge. So we might be at our limit as far as children come, but all children are blessings, and if there is a 6th baby, we will love it and we will be blessed by it. But right now, let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about another baby when I have yet to get this one out of my body. Baby's heart rate has been in the 140 range steadily throughout my whole entire pregnancy. Yeah, what are your guesses based off of that? I know my husband has a theory. I don't have any theories. I just think it's a boy. That's all. But yeah, having some weird, funny feelings tonight. And who knows, maybe this will be my last vlog. Tomorrow we have a dental appointment for all the kids. That's going to be quite a day. And then we might make a trip back over the mountain to Medford, because we've got some stuff going on over there that we need to take care of. So yeah, I feel like my belly is super a lot lower, because baby's bum is down here, feet are over here, and then the head is down here, and I definitely feel like baby's low. So we shall see when this baby comes, and I don't have anything like super exciting to talk about. I've just been really busy with family life and with trying to keep this house clean and keeping my nest clean and keeping everything clean and tidy. This past week this is like typical mom life stuff, right? But you couple that with like the end of pregnancy, and you just feel like everything takes 10 times longer. Everything is 10 times more exhausting. Oh yeah. I had massive leg muscle cramp spasms in my calf. So I've been drinking magnesium again. The Calm magnesium drink, and that's really, gosh, I haven't had threats of charley horses in my legs this pregnancy since like the beginning, maybe. Because I'm able to keep it at bay. Like, I can tell the signs in the days leading up to it, and I'll start taking magnesium. But I ignored the signs, didn't take any magnesium, and paid for it. So yes, I need to go make my magnesium drink right now. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm gonna go make my magnesium drink right now. I'm gonna settle down into bed and watch Call the Midwife, and watch some ladies have babies. Maybe some YouTube birth videos to get my fear down, my fear level down, and my anxiety down. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching today. Yeah, I'll just try to stay updated. If you haven't already, go over to my Instagram. It's rouse_rising, or @rouse_rising, and go there. Click follow, because I will be updating a lot more over there on Instagram than I will be here on YouTube. So be sure to head over there and hit follow. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye. I'm attempting a spicy noodle ramen to get labor going. Let's see if this works. It's pretty good. All right, everybody stay still. Riker's putting. Whoa, nice, Riker.
All right, well.
Nice.
Oh, it's like you're like a rooster. I like it.
Lady Hagen, named after the golfer. Hagen.